Welcome to my channel. My name is Tricia. I am your personal development life coach, and I'm here to talk about my journey of why I became a personal development life coach. So a few years ago, I want to say 2017, 2018, I was feeling stuck, unmotivated. I was just having no purpose, no direction, and if it was going everywhere. And at some point, I was just trying to figure out life. And at that time, I was working in the clinic as a clinical assistant. And I was just trying to figure out things. And one day, this patient came in, and I did the normal vitals, set them up for their procedure, and they said something that kind of triggered it. And it was just like, well, have you done X, Y, and Z? And let's talk about it a little bit. And it didn't click for me for right then and there at that moment, but it was just like a couple of patients after that. I wanted to ask them why, and I asked for permission to, can I follow up with you to see where you able to accomplish your goals? And I'm going to tell you guys, I did it for about a couple of years and didn't even realize that I was a life coach or I was coaching. Hilarious. And I had to literally go down a rabbit hole and Google what I was doing, which was funny because I was literally pulling my hair out trying to figure out what is it I'm doing? Why am I doing this? Why I have this urge and need to help people organize themselves and accomplish their goals. And I was just like, at the time I was going to school to become a physician assistant. I didn't see none of this. I wanted to work in the surgical room. But life does change you in a different way. And at first, I was resisting it. I was getting depressed. I was getting anxious. I was failing school, and I was in there. I was in the program. I had references from the surgeons I was working with. I had it. None of that mattered. I just felt some kind of way, and it was hard to describe, but I was feeling weird. I was feeling off, and I was feeling like not myself. But I felt so good when I spoke to these patients and I follow up with them and, I talked to them and I broke it down. I realized one of my skills was to help people organize. Now, don't pay attention to that card. That's my arts and crafts card. So, but no, I really do enjoy helping people organize their skill or organize themselves. And I figured that was one of my skills, one of my talents. But I wanted to help people move forward. And I think that's the aspect of, my dad's being army, so just do it, get it done. But I realized being in a room with a lot of doctors, when doctors tell people to do something, people were like, okay, what is the step one? Like, you gave me that, but what is step one? And I felt implied to help, which really felt good because, okay, let me help you with step one, two, three, four, and five, and then from there you can move on and you can do it. So that's what made me become a self development life coach. And again, I was didn't know what I was doing for a while, but I really enjoyed it and so proud that I continued that journey since that time. And as I went on this journey, I'm telling you the self discovery for myself personally, the self engagement. I got more into books, and it wasn't just anatomy books; it was self help books, financial books, it was resources. And I'm going to tell you, I ran down this rabbit hole of volunteering because I needed to know how to help my clients, but I have to go through the experience myself in order to really help someone, and that way I was better able to understand my client. The person who's stuck, who's unmotivated, and like, what do I do to help you to get step one? Because once you get to step one, it's it. You go to step two, three, four. It's just getting to step one. So I myself had to work on myself personally, and I'm going to tell you that was trials and tribulations. I've been in the healthcare for over 20 years, and like, oh no, I can't stay there. But I learned it was just helping people in a different way, which is really cool and really awesome and really amazing. And I learned so much about myself going through that journey, and I've learned to set boundaries. I've learned to, take my time. My time management is impeccable. I'm gonna tell you, I didn't even know that it exists. You can actually manage your time. So, but that's one of the things that I have learned, and I've taught my clients after learning how to do it myself. So, I want you to understand. So, I want you to understand that when we develop ourselves, that's one of the things that we have to understand. What is it that we desire? And I love walking people through a visual aspect. That's something I really love. My imagination is crazy, so it's very interesting. So I love having people envision what they want, and then once you envision what you want, let's write down the vision. Then once we write down a vision, let's write down an action plan. Let's write down the goals first. From the goals, then we write down an action plan. Now I know it may seem like a lot right now, or at first hearing like, oh my God, that's just so much. I just want to get it done. Sometimes it's not that easy. It's not that simple just to get it done. Because if you were able to get it done, you would have got it done, right? So with that being said, let's just get her done. But let's get her done in a proper way. Let's envision what we want. Then once we see it in our mind, let's open our eyes and write down what we see. And that's what our desires. Can you imagine waking up every day, and living in your purpose, living with intentions, having gratitude for what you have, being grateful for what you have? Wouldn't that be amazing? But we have to create that lifestyle. It's not just going to be handed to you. You have to go create it. You have to create what you can see and what you can hear and what you can say. You have to create your lifestyle. And with that, you have to put an action behind it. You have to really create the desires that you want. So if you're feeling stuck, unmotivated, desire to do nothing, then continue to, subscribe to my channel. Here we're going to have some lifestyle hacks on how to accomplish our goals, how to create the desires that we truly, truly want with an action plan behind it. Again, it may seem something that's so big, but yet it's so small. And if we really just take small bites out of it, then we can learn to actually digest what we truly want. Instead of just taking these big chunks and we're getting choked up of the trying to get to the opportunity, and we're not digesting, we're having stomach aches of just thinking about the obstacles of what's to come. No, let's take small bites and let's learn to slowly get to everyone. But you have to start. That's what it is. You just have to start. You have to be willing to start. And I'm not looking for those who want to, oh, I might be I want to look I'm looking for those who are ready yesterday to take action, to write down your goals, to actually put in the action, put in the work. People are not willing to go through the process. Guess what? That's the only way you're gonna get to it. You gotta put the work in. You gotta go through the process. You understand? You have to go through the process. And once you learn and understand to go through the process, that's the beauty of it. That's why I became a personal development life coach. Really showing people and breaking down the barriers, the walls of why you should, put the action behind, accomplishing your goals. That's why I became a personal development life coach. Because I truly love breaking down, and trust me, I'm a talker. As you can see, I got a YouTube channel. I'm a talker. But I really love learning for myself and explaining it to others, and being in the healthcare, happen to interpret what the doctors would say to the patients, but learning myself how to interpret that moment for that person. I enjoy that. So I'm like, now I'm taking it in a way, in a different aspect, learning what I can do for that person and explaining to them how to do it in a more simpler way. Working with a life coach, well, first off, myself, I didn't even know what a life coach was. But once I learned what a life coach was, I actually hired one myself to really get that aspect, really grasp of, okay, if someone hired me, what does that look like? How does that feel? And it was scary. I'm hiring some person, paying this money for what? What am I doing? I'm listening to them tell me, oh, you need to do this and that. And I went through a few life coaches. I'm not going to say the first one I met was the perfect one. No. I went through a few life coaches, and I'm going to tell you, I found a great person, really set with me. And I'm not sitting here saying, oh, I'm fit for everyone, because I'm not. Some of you I can help. Some of you I won't be able to help. Some of you I'm not the right fit right now. Some of you I'm the perfect fit for you right now. We don't know until we have that conversation. But what I do is I help with accountability. I help you to create a plan. I help you for your desires. I help motivate you, inspire you We're going to go through some resources. We got to write down, we got to break it all down. But you have to understand a life coach is someone that's there to help you, guide you to where you need to go. I like to call myself as a tour guide through your life of opportunity. And it's funny because we literally are taking a journey just to get to where you need to be, just to get to where you want to be. And I feel like that's what a life coach is: accountability partner, someone here to help and inspire you. Some days, no, I'm not going to be your friend. You're not paying me to be your friend. You're paying me to help you. So some days, yes, I'm going to be blunt. Some days I'm going to be strong. Some days I have to kick your butt because guess what? You paid me to help you get to where you need to be. And I want you to understand that it's not going to be butterflies and unicorns. It's not going to be sunshine and rainbows. Going through your process and actually putting work behind it, it's going to be pouring down rain. It's going to be 17 feet of snow. It's not going to be perfect. It's going to be that day your tire gets flat, your engine stop running, you're in the middle of the highway. That's how the process is going to feel. But guess what? When that tire go flat, we call it a tow truck. We still get to our destination. Your coffee had for half the morning. Guess what? It's cold. Guess what we get to do? You get to put the coffee back in the microwave and reheat it up. We get to refresh the moment. That's what a life coach is. We simply show you how to get where you need to be. You're right, we're going to have some moments, but with an accountability partner, we're going to show you how to get there, how we're going to build it, and how we're going to grow you. I realize accountability is such a crucial thing in our lives, and it's just having that accountability for yourself, for each other, for just everything. And I want to be there because guess what? The accountability is such the best, great support that you have. And if you want to work with me, definitely check out my website. I have great resources, my blog, especially my blog. Check out my blog. My blog will tell you the journey of who I am, where I've come from, and where I've gone through. So definitely check out my blog. I have, the frequent asked question page. It's really amazing. I do have a couple ebooks, free, downloadable ebooks, positive thinking and mindset. And I really think learn me, learn who I am. Download the ebooks, check them out. Let me know what you think. But the website should be in the comments below, and you'll get to check out, kind of see and get to feel who I am, what I do. Again, it's a resource of who I am, where I'm coming from. If you want to work with me, definitely click on the link, email me. Guess what it is? It's free to have a consultation. It's free to sit down with me and have a few minutes. And I know a lot of times people don't understand. A lot of people don't want the coaching package. They don't want 3 months, 6 months. Oh, I don't really know. You know what I'm offering? An hour and a half session. An hour and a half session where we debug, declutter, and organize one simple goal. One goal. And with that goal, you will be able to take that and go from there. So for an hour and a half, we get to declutter, organize, and break down to one goal. It's up to you if you want it short term or long term. That will be you depending on the consultation. But yes, I'm offering for 1 hour and a half where we declutter and organize to get you to one goal. So don't forget to check out the link. Check out the website, especially the blog. I love my blog. I'm so in love with my blog. That's a great resource to really see who I am, what I'm about, and some other resources how you can learn more about your life hacks and how to accomplish and get where you need to be. So I want to thank you so much for just reading a couple things, checking out the channel. I really appreciate all you have done, all you continue to do. Thank you again for just stopping by. I know this kind of like a little blog, a little blam, but this is just a starting point for myself, a beginning to really reach out to a lot of people and kind of declutter and help them organize their life. If you do like the channel, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. If not, continue to watch a couple of videos that I will upload to really learn who I am, how I can help you, how I can help organize yourself. And think about it. If you can't help, if you cannot utilize who I am, or right now you don't need me in your life, forward this to someone else who you like, girl, you need some help, bruh. You need her. You need to go talk to her. Go get that one session. Always forward this to someone because you never know. You might have just heard one word and they might need your assistance. Forward them my blog. Hey, check out this article. Check out this link. This would really help. Hey, I downloaded this Thinking Positive. Read it. Help them out. Thank you so much again for stopping by. Listen to me conversate, and I think I should have a one of my blogs should be linked to this as well, just in case you just want to read it versus have to hear my voice. But thank you again so much. I appreciate your time. Until next time, stay motivated and keep growing. Bye.